Hi, I'm Mayor Dwayne Warren. In an effort to better inform the public about the upcoming Board of Education election, I've sought to interview prospective candidates for the office. I'm going to bring them in, I'll interview them, get their take on what their background is, what motivates them, and how they will improve the school. Today with us is Siaka Sharif. Sharif, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So Election Day is March 13th, that's
Yep.
next Tuesday,
Thank you very much.
2018.
I can't wait to see that day.
Yes, I see you're ready. Well, let's get into a couple of questions that I know the residents are dying to know.
Yeah.
What is your background? What's your level of expertise? What's your education level?
I have a bachelor degree in English, in accounting and management.
Okay.
And I went to school in Liberia, University of Liberia.
Are you educated abroad?
Yeah.
Very good. Now, what do you understand the role of a board member to be on the Board of Education?
The board members have so many roles, but I will limit it to two, which is reviewing policy and approving budget.
Very important roles.
Very important role.
We know that the superintendent sets the policy, the board reviews it, and adopts it, and certainly have a strong role to play on the budget because we as taxpayers look to you to make sure our dollars are being spent properly.
Of course, I promise that.
Now, name your two top priorities as you take a seat on the Board of Education.
The two top priority are qualified teachers and the STEM program.
Now, when you say the STEM program, the public should be aware that our STEM program, we just opened the STEM building at the old Mary Lawn building. And it's a fantastic program, STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. So our first class of freshmen have gone in now. And then each year we'll graduate to a new class so that then next year they'll be our sophomores and they'll go all the way through the process. But STEM is very important.
That's excellent. I hope to improve on it greatly.
Great. As you know, that's one of the places where you can come out and get a very high-paying job without having to go to college but getting your certification.
Yes.
Tell me ways in which you would improve the quality of life for our children, things you've already done in the community.
Well, I've been a member of the PTO board, vice president for administration in Lincoln Elementary School.
Okay.
And I have worked as a community black watch, which is very, very important in the community because we need to talk to our kids when they are going wrong or sometimes doing something right or sometimes doing something wrong. We talk to them and admonish them so they can know what is the effect of those things they do.
Very good. Now the PTO is the parent-teacher organization.
Sure.
And you're part of the Lincoln Street School.
Yeah.
The Lincoln Avenue School.
Yeah.
Now, if you're selected by the voters, what would your priorities be as a Board of Education member?
Number one is security. And two is, again, the STEM program. Because as you know, the STEM program, we are laid down. I must commend the board, they are doing well, but I will have to expand on it by giving them more resources that can effectively make the student to be in good standing when they go for those tests.
Very good. As you know, the security is very important with the shootings that have happened across the country, most recently in Florida, so we share that concern as well. You're running for this Board of Education seat. It's a citywide office. You'll be asking voters from across the city to pull the lever for your name. What inspired you to run for the Board of Education?
My inspiration came from the PTO again, from parent complaint, resident complaint, and the student, they are concerned about learning. So on the top level, I will make sure that those concerns are heard by the board and be effective.
Well, you know that the Board of Education requires resources. It requires a huge budget, and a lot of times there are limited resources. What would you do to expand the pool of resources available to the school district?
Yes, I will make sure to apply for grant that will give more resources to the school district so we can expand on those programs. Because without the resources, we cannot expand. I hope the public will know that because we are here to help the students and the parents to give their children higher education. But by doing that, we need to expand on it. And expanding on it, we need to apply for grant, and we need to talk to people or business people who can help the community to make sure that our educational system is improved.
Well, I've read your resume, and I understand that you're also a management consultant for small business.
Yes.
How would you bring that experience in to try to make that an advantage for our students?
Okay, as a manager, I will make sure to bring that to the board, because planning and budgeting is one of the main concerns of every manager. You have to plan, you have to make budget for everything that you go through. So with doing that, I will make sure that the budget is giving allocation for all those people.
I'm always in favor of trying to leverage the resources in our community, and certainly with your experience in small business, would you be amenable to establishing internship programs and other vocation programs for children to get into businesses early?
Absolutely. The issue is, if students are getting out of high school, like for instance, 12th grade, I will make sure that they are being contacted with some vocational school, university, to get experience of first-hand experience to go to college, and giving them internship, sometimes to work at school, to be part of the school workforce, make sure that they learn how to earn or improve on their learning.
And so what is your effort to improve learning and test scores in the district? Wherever we are, we can always use improvement, and I've visited schools and know that the teachers do a fabulous job of giving the resources they have. What would you do to try to help improve the learning environment?
Number one, to improve the learning environment in all the schools, first of all, I will vow and suggest to the board that we increase the salary of teachers, employ qualified teachers, and expand on the STEM program, and make parents to be involved. When I say involved, they will not only come to the PTO to give a complaint, but I would suggest to the board that twice in 2 months, they should come and talk to the board.
So you want to have the parent board sessions
Directly, every 2 months. Come and give your complaint to the board, and let's hear from you and know what you think, what you want, and then we can go back and work on it. Because everything is not coming from the principal to the commissioner to the board. No. Sometimes some breakdown can be there. So as this process, we can hear directly from the parent, we can hear directly from the resident about security, about learning, and we can improve on it.
Very good. Now, as a host privilege, I'm going to advocate for an issue that is of concern to me in the future of our community. I'm always concerned about student leadership. I believe that student leadership in the school system will grow into student leadership, will grow into citizen leadership in the community. What are your ideas on getting students involved in leadership activities?
That's one of the priorities, but you told me to limit it into 2, so I just gave you 2.
Sorry about that.
But I'm trying to make sure that student president from each high school or from elementary school come and meet with the board, bring their concern to the board. Because if they give it to the principal, sometimes communication will break down. But even if they come to the board, we will make sure that their concern will be heard. And communication-wise, when we send communication down to principal to make sure that it's effective, we also follow up to make sure that those communications are being instituted.
Very well. The district has certainly good choices across the board. We're glad to be able to hear from you.
Thank you very much.
A bit about your family. What's your background?
I have a very, 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 very happily married wife, which is Victoria Sharif, and I have 2 kids going to Lincoln Elementary School. And I advise you that if I am voted in as a board member, I will make sure that everyone will be here at the board. And I ask for your vote. Give me the chance to serve as your board member. Thank you.
There you have it. The school board elections will take place on March 13th. That's this Tuesday coming up. The polls open 6 a.m. They close at 8 p.m. I urge you, please come out to vote. The Board of Education has the largest budget in the municipality. They deserve your support. Each of the candidates that are running are putting themselves out. We want to know what their ideas are, but it's up to us to cast our vote. Please come out to vote. March 13th, 2018. 6 to 8 are the times for the polls. Please come out and vote. Your
Don't
vote
forget,
matters.
number one, I will be there to serve you. Thank you.